Hi, everyone. Welcome back to week 6 on Zepbound. We got to get into symptoms, guys, because if you were with me last week, I got news for you this week. So if you are interested, keep on watching. Welcome or welcome back. My name is Anit. If you are new here, I am sharing my Zepbound journey as well as I share lifestyle, beauty, and faith on this channel. So if you're interested, please click that subscribe button. I appreciate you guys being here. For all of my current subscribers, you guys know that you mean the world to me. I am so appreciative of each and every one of you and all of the chats that we're having in the comments section. So thank you so much for that and for sharing your journey. It really means a lot and it's very encouraging and inspiring. Okay, we are moving into symptoms, guys. Now, I'm not sure about anybody else, but I think some of you can agree. Are any of you experiencing this with symptoms? You really don't know what you're going to get with your symptoms. Like week to week is just like a new adventure for me. So let's talk about week 6 with symptoms. But before we do that, we're going to take the shot. I brilliantly wore this bodysuit and didn't think it through because if I'm going to put it on my stomach, then I need to unclip it. But I think I'm going to continue on the stomach. I'm going to go back to the right side. Uh, Spoiler alert, because I have been injecting in my stomach, I've been monitoring the pain in my glutes and thighs. It's still there. Not as severe, but it's still there. So I don't think that even injecting myself in my thigh is making the difference. But I just want to let you know. Let's do this real quick. All right. I'm hanging out. We're here. All right. As you guys know, I prep with an alcohol pad. I'm going on this side. Last week, if you were with me when I injected myself, so I don't know why. I just decided to try something new and I decided to pinch the fat and it hurt. Like it stung and it hurt a little bit. That was the first time I really ever experienced like that kind of sting. And usually what I do is I leave this out for about a good 45 minutes to an hour so it could just, get room temperature. We keep it in the refrigerator. So I found it very interesting. We're going to go right here. I found it very interesting that it hurt. All right, give me a second because I need focus. I need focus. All right, it didn't sting, but you do still feel a little bit of the shot going in. Maybe I'm a little bit sensitive around my stomach. That could be it. I wasn't sensitive the first time I did it though on my stomach, so I'm not sure what that's about, but it is over and done with. It is fine. It's nothing like, oh, I'm dying here. It's not like that. So we are done there and we are done with this process. Now let's get into, guys, symptoms. Like I said, this is such a weird journey week to week. You have no idea what you're stepping into. And that's what I'm learning like every single week. Like I don't know what it's going to be like the week after. So first week on the 5 milligrams, you guys know that I really kind of went through it. My hunger was super suppressed. I could not really even bring myself to eat. I was force feeding myself at that point because I had to eat. Like I couldn't, like, then I get gassy and it's just uncomfortable. We don't want any of that. So I would just at least force myself to eat. Nausea definitely present. And what was new for me was the mood swings. So I was feeling upset, like frustrated and mad as well, like very irritable. I'm sorry. Like that's the word I should use. I was feeling very irritable and very sad. Like I had some days that it was just, even as I was filming, I felt sad. And if you guys can tell from today's video, I feel so much more energetic. I feel great and I'm happy. So we're already good. And like I said, I think that last week just had to do a lot with the factors of what's going on in my life, which I have a separate video for that. I'm going to, if you guys are interested, I know some of you are just here for the weight loss, but if you're interested in hearing my story, that video is going to be released very soon. And And basically, I rely a lot on my faith. Like I said, this is also a faith-based channel. I rely a lot on God, and that is literally what pulls me through the hard times and when I'm going through these moments. So I am not surprised that this week I feel a lot better. And I've just kind of been, drawing closer to him so that I can depend on him because that is important to me. But back to the symptoms, this week, I would say this past week, week 6, I inject myself on Thursdays, as you guys know. New videos on Friday, guys. So you are seeing this on a Friday, new videos on Friday. And Friday, same thing. Thursday night, by Thursday night, I am feeling so tired. I just took this shot and it's 9:14 currently in the morning. So by the evening, I'm starting to feel really tired. I just want to go to sleep. And, sometimes that is not possible, but you start to feel really tired first, at least 2 days of the shot. That's how I feel. And the hunger was completely suppressed for the first 2 days on week 6. Now, what was interesting, oh, and I did get a little bit of vertigo here and there. And I don't know if that is due to the fact that I am hungry. I'm not feeding myself as usual. So there were times that I was just kind of feeling dizzy and I just wanted to lay down. And I know for a fact that happened to me on Friday because I dropped off my son at baseball practice and I was going to stay there and I had to ask my husband to come and get my son because I was not well. Had to come home and eat something because I felt like I was just very woozy and that wasn't good. So that was just day 2. So that's Friday. To my surprise, guys, because I had experienced what I experienced the week before, I was like, oh my God, we're going to go through another week where I'm feeling like I don't want to eat. Like, to me, that's not the goal either. I don't want to not eat all week long. But by Sunday, it was just like night and day. All of a sudden, this appetite has come back. I'm eating breakfast with my family. I am making dinner. I am doing all the things this week. My appetite just came back. And not like, I'm eating like crazy. It came back. I could only eat a certain amount, but I feel fine. It wasn't like that first week. That first week on 5 milligrams was a little bit rough for me. A lot of you had told me that I should come back down and that I should speak to my provider, which I was waiting. I have to finish this anyway. Like, I have to finish this box. And I was considering it. So this is my 3rd shot, which means I have to reach out to my doctor probably within the next few days to let her know. I think I am definitely going to tell her to either keep me at 5 milligrams or keep me at 2.5. I do not want to go up to 7 because apparently the way it works is like at every 3rd shot, she will bring me to the next dose. And from what you guys are telling me, like, you can stay at a certain dose. I am going to request that because if my body was acting like this at 5 milligrams, I do not want to know what it is at 7. I just don't. And I think that my body is finally starting to acclimate to the 5 milligrams because, like I said, my appetite was back. By day 3, I was feeling fine. I could eat, wasn't as nauseous. My mood, again, I have like this boost of energy. I feel great. I've been super productive this week. So the first 2 days were probably the roughest. But other than that, I've been okay. And like I mentioned before, the soreness in my thighs and in my glutes is still present. So this might be like an overall body thing. This is the 3rd time I inject myself in my stomach just to see if it would alleviate the glutes and the thighs. And no, it's not as severe, but I still feel the soreness. Like, I'm like, what am I doing day to day that my glutes and and my thighs feel like this? Because really, I really should be feeling this if I'm working out and I'm not. So yeah, that's just weird. But some people did tell me as well, sharing their journey in the comment section, that they do suffer from body aches and all the things. So I think it's just part of the process. So those were really the bulk of my symptoms, guys. Vertigo, like the woozy, the dizziness on day 2, but I think it's because I wasn't eating the way I should have been eating and I have to like not wait. Like, I'm telling you guys, I would have coffee in the morning because coffee, again, you guys know me. Coffee, non-negotiable. Coffee and Jesus, non-negotiable in my life. And so I would have my coffee, and that Friday, It was like 6:30 and I really had not eaten anything. Now, what I have been doing is I've been making myself some peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. You guys will see somewhere around here. That has been my go-to. I love peanut butter and jelly. I'm just, kind of like a 7-year-old in that way. I love PB&J. And that would help me because it's not something I really have to think about. And it's not strong smelling because I think that with the scent of food, like, that was just kinda making me like, "Oh, like, do I really wanna eat this?" I'm telling you guys, it was just like I was pregnant. I'm just saying. And we are not there anymore. Not. But that is it for symptoms, guys. And if you guys have experienced any of this or experienced a change from your first week on 5 milligrams to your second week on 5 milligrams or any other dosage, then please drop it in the comments because you guys help me feel a little bit more sane each time someone validates me. All right, measurements. Let's jump into measurements. You guys know I've been using this Renpho digital tape. I'm glad that that video helped some of you. And so I am going to do that. I am going to record it here on my iPad, which was super helpful. And I hope that that video was helpful for you as well as how I pulled up my Renpho video. I'm going to record it just in case I put it side by side. I don't know if you guys like that, but I like to try different things. And if it's helpful, I'll leave it up and you guys can see as I'm measuring how it records on my app. And if not, totally cool. I can take it down for the second time if you guys really just not rather see that. I also noticed that because I have all this energy, I tend to talk really fast. So if I'm doing that, I really apologize. I know I might be like a little bit hyper right now. And it's Thursday morning, guys. I haven't even had the coffee. Can we talk about it? Because I'm trying to get this true weight for you guys. I want to see what my true weight is. And yeah. Okay, so here we are. We are going to start measurement. And before I do that, let me pull this. And let's pull up the measurements from last week. I noticed, by the way, I messed up the way I recorded my left and right bicep because that wasn't accurate. So I have to go back and update this for last week. So guys, I am learning. See, I just did it again. Oh no, don't save that. Don't save that. Let's go back. All right. So let me hit and needs tape. We're back in. Sorry. I almost messed that up, but I didn't save it, so we're good. All right. We are going to start with the waist. I'm going to move over to this side so that you guys can see more clearly. Okay. We are going to test here. I did not clip this back in, so I'm just going to lift it a little bit. I really like these bodysuits, guys. I feel like, not for nothing, they kind of slenderize me a little bit. But I really do like them, and I love that they came in different colors. I've linked it in my description box below, but just in case you were wondering, I know a few of you have asked before. I'll link it again for you guys because I really do love it. Okay, so we are going to start with, I like to do it manually, so we're going to start with waist. I'm going to let it out. And I am going to do this. You can see it going up. All right, it's hooked. And we let go and bring it in. All right, am I at the waist? This is the waist where the curve is. Okay, 33.54 inches for the waist. We're going to confirm it. I'm not doing abdomen. Last week we did abdomen because it came up and I didn't realize that it did. But I am not doing that. We are going to bring this down. Let's do the chest. I'm going to bring it out a little more. Need more for that. Hook it in, hit chest here, and bring it in. We got 36.37. Okay. I'm trying to be slick, so I'm gonna bring this down. I'm gonna stretch it out and bring it down to my hips. Work smarter, not harder, guys. Is that not a thing? All right, just want to make sure. I'm gonna bring it in. And we got 42, sure I'm right, 42.2 inches. Confirm. Now I'm gonna take it out. Tell me if this is not so much easier to do than struggle with the manual tape. I am cinching in on my left arm. So let's do left bicep. Left bicep. We got 13.38 inches. Right? We're going to go into the right bicep. I had 12.91 before. Left says 13.38. Let's see how the right is doing. This is right here. Oh, wait. All right, there it is. No, 12.79 inches. Interesting. And we will now do the thighs. That felt appropriate. Okay. Just again, trying to be easy here, slipping it on so I don't have to hook it back in. Let's bring this up. We will do right thigh. And let's go. Let me straighten out. Okay. We are at 22.91 inches. No, we're not doing the calf. And we're going to do left thigh. Okay. Bring this up. No, I already see. Listen, you guys saw I slipped it from the right to the left. I already see a gap in the left thigh, which means I could go in more. Oh, just shut it off. 22.28. I have to go back to make sure these measurements are correct according to the recording, because sometimes I hit confirm not realizing that I probably did the left instead of the right or the right instead of the left, or if it carried over the measurement. I have to be very careful with that. So be mindful when you have your app open, if you're doing this digitally, that you're tracking it correctly, because that's what happened to me last week with the biceps, is that I had it for one and then I must have like okayed it for the other, but that's not what I really measured at, if that makes any sense. But here we are. These are my measurements right now. And I'm going to save all. You measure it. I'm going to hit save. And that is that. Let's go in for the weigh-in. Stop. No, stop. That can't be right. Stop it. Do you see that? No, hold on. I don't. Guys, are you seeing that? I can't even get this tripod in right now. I don't know how to act. That is not possible. Can that be possible? Is that possible? Hold on. Hold on. No. Hold on. That can't. No. Stop. Stop it. It just turned off again. Let me move it a little more. Hold on. Let's see. Let me see. Right there. I want you guys to be able to see the number. I'm going to do it again because I am in disbelief that I don't know if that was right. Hold on. Let's try it again. it. Stop. I do apologize. I was a little excited. Like, literally excited. So last week's weight was 168.2 pounds. And I had only dropped from the previous week 0.8 pounds. And this week, you guys saw 165.2. That is a whole 3 pounds. Okay, first of all, like some of you said, it could have been water weight, it could have been inflammation, it might not be an accurate read. There is another person who started following me here. She has her own channel as well. I will plug it in here. She had talked about weighing herself daily. And honestly, listening to her reasoning, it makes a lot of sense. So she weighs herself every single day and then she averages it out because your weight can fluctuate. And I think it's genius. I do want to mention her because she's the one who talked about it. But I think I might start doing the same in terms of weighing myself every day to see how it fluctuates and then average it out to see what the weight is, because this might not be the best gauge, but I got to tell you, I feel good that it said 165.2. I'm not going to lie. Um, like, it's coming down. And yesterday I had to put on a blazer. Hold on. I got to show you this. Hold on. So yesterday I put on this blazer, right? So I'm going to show you real quick. I went to like some networking event and I had some places to be. So I put on this blazer. I was feeling myself. I was cute, right? So a month ago, maybe a month and a half ago, none of my blazers were fitting. I couldn't even do this because if I did this, I looked like the Hulk. I looked like I was about to tear up the sleeves. And yesterday when I tossed on my blazer, I was like, let me try and see if it, guys, mira que cute. It fits. It fits. So I am just thrilled. I am thrilled that the weight is coming off. Again, yeah, haven't started exercising, but it is, I say it every week. I'm not even going to say it again. It is top of mind. All right. All right. But the weight is coming off and I'm just feeling so happy because it really has been a struggle. Like the way that I had been eating, the way that I consume like sweets, it was just like that was my go-to. And this has really suppressed that. Like I don't run to sweets. I'm not saying I don't eat sweets because a girl does indulge in an Oreo from time to time. Okay. And it's October, so all the baked goods and I love food, guys. I do. I don't want to have an unhealthy obsession with food, but I want to enjoy and indulge from time to time, just not excessively. But I am happy that I can still have the little things, maybe have a couple of bites. I'm good. I go on about my day without having these huge cravings, like a little spoonful or two, and I'm good to go. So, overall thoughts, I am happy with the weight loss. I am going to communicate with my doctor this coming week to either keep me at 5 or bring me back down to 2.5. But I think as of right now, 5 is working. I'm going to give it till about Monday or Tuesday before I reach out to her. I want to see how I react within the next few days because, like I said, last week, at least by day 3, appetite came back. Like I was able to eat without a problem, small portions. Like if I ate something, I would eat half. If I ordered something or if I made it at home, I'll have like a small plate and I'll eat and I'll be okay. But I don't want to jump into 7 milligrams. And that's the one thing that I value you guys giving me your advice and feedback. And I also didn't give this disclosure at the beginning of the video, but everything that I talk about on this channel is purely my experience. It is not medical advice by any means. I am just sharing my journey with you. So I am just doing what is right for me and my body. Always, always make sure that you are doing what's right for you and your body. I heard about the controversy about the other shot Ozempic, and I cannot speak to that. I'm not on Ozempic, I'm on Zepbound. I also don't know what the story is behind that. But I say all of that to say that make sure that if you are starting or you want to start, you are seeking the medical advice from your doctor. Listen, we are injecting things into our body. So we have to be well aware that some things may not agree. So listen to your body is what I want to tell you. Like, listen to your body. That is not medical advice, but it just should be common sense that anything in this world, like if I was putting on a blush and my face started itching, would I continue to put on the blush? No. I would just stop using it, take it off, and maybe move on to something else. So, just be safe out there, guys. This journey has definitely been interesting to say the least. I can't. I'm ecstatic right now. I don't even know. Like, you guys saw me. I'm ridiculous right now. But I am just happy to finally just feel better about how I look in clothes and just feel better about myself and not really just depending on food. When I'm feeling anxious or when I'm upset, because I think that that tends to be a go-to. But I want to rely purely on God. I don't want to rely on food. And that's something that I'm also praying over. So that is it for today. I am again appreciative of each and every one of you. Please drop in the comments where you are in your journey or give us an update if you've given me updates before. I do enjoy them. So please keep me posted. Your wins are my wins. Like, I love seeing you guys progress and I love seeing you do better. And even if you're not progressing, I just want to leave this with you. Don't lose hope and don't feel down and don't be hard on yourself because everyone's journey is different. Some may be slower than others, some may be surpassing others. Like maybe in one week you lost nothing while someone in the same week lost more or lost a lot. Don't pay attention to those things. Focus on you and your journey and the little tweaks that you can do so that you're feeling better about yourself and you're making the better choices. So if you see that you're not progressing as you'd like, then either speak to your doctor about why that is, or maybe make some tweaks as to what you can do differently. Maybe if you have not started exercising, incorporate walking at least 15, 20 minutes daily. Again, you know what? I'm not doing the exercise. I should because, like I said, I do want to tone. But right now, the weight is coming off. If it wasn't, I think that I would have no choice but to be like, okay, if that didn't work now, I got to do this. But life has been busy and I, I don't want to make excuses, but life has been busy and I just really need to make the time. We're back in full routine here in this house. Everyone's back to work except for me, and my son is back to school. So I need to take pockets of my day to really just start working out. And not just because of the slimming effect, but I want to tone. And it also helps, like, from a mental standpoint. You just feel good when you are being productive and working out your body. And a few years ago, I was doing that and my body was looking great. Okay, I'm starting to ramble. So, guys, again, thank you for being here. May God bless you in new and amazing ways each and every day. Take care.